Hey everyone, it's Jason, and there's a ton of information, including from myself, on what you need to pack for your cruise. Well, these are 11 things you don't need to pack, and a few alternatives instead. So the first thing that you don't want to pack for your cruise, because it's a total waste of space in your suitcase, is pool towels. Now, different cruise lines have different policies when it comes to pool towels. For example, Royal Caribbean makes you check them out and then check them back in so you don't incur a charge. I really don't like that about Royal Caribbean. Whereas Celebrity Cruises and Princess Cruise Line around their pools have pool towel stations. You just grab them as needed. And when you're done with them, they have a dirty hamper there and you just throw your dirty towels in them. I really like that about those two cruise lines. So if you do bring a beach towel or pool towel, you're just wasting space in your suitcase. So the second thing that you don't have to bring on your cruise is a hairdryer, as all cabins have hair dryers in them. Now, they're not all created the same, and Lori does have longer hair, and she says most of the cruise cabins, the hair dryers work just great. But there's a few that you have to hold the button down on, and it is kind of a pain. So unless you're really specific about your hair dryer, you don't have to bring one. So the third thing that you don't want to bring for your cruise is a surge protected outlet extender for your cabin. And I get it, there's nowhere near enough outlets or USBs in these cabins. So what you want to bring is a non-surge protected outlet extender. We have 3 different ones that we use, and I'll put links in the description so you can check them out. Here they are right here. There's actually 2 right here and 1 right here. This is actually a European converter. Now, I would keep these in the boxes if you can. Also, have the Amazon links readily available in case a crew member asks you about them, and you can show them and prove to them they're non-surge protected. So I will definitely have those links in the description so you can check them out. So the fourth thing that you don't have to pack for your cruise, and this really depends on you, is basic toiletries. So if you're not picky, they do provide shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and bars of soap in your cabin. Now, if you're like me, I have sensitive skin. Lori's been making our own soap for many years, and it's a must bring. So I have to bring my own, but if you're not picky, leave that stuff at home. So the fifth thing that you may not want to bring on your cruise, and this is just a suggestion, is expensive jewelry. Now, I get it, you're dressing up, you want to wear that nice jewelry, and that's understandable. But please don't make yourself a target and wear that expensive jewelry in the ports. Leave it in your cabin in the safe and lock it up. Don't make yourself a target. So the sixth thing you don't want to bring on your cruise is a laptop. You're probably either going to be on your tablet or your phone, and that laptop is just going to be a waste of space, and you're going to be worried about it, where you're going to lock it up, where you're going to keep it. Now, one thing I will say is if you do bring one, because you have to do it for work, where I put mine is under my bed, in my suitcase, and I lock the TSA lock, and it protects it. So that is just one tip there, but you really don't need your laptop unless you're doing some work and you're required to work on the cruise. So the seventh thing that I would not bring on my cruise because it can cause a world of hurt is brand new shoes. If you do decide to buy new shoes before your cruise, make sure you break them in for at least a week to 2 weeks. You do not want to bring new shoes. I made that mistake once and I had the blisters to prove it. Do not do this. So the eighth thing that I would not bring on my cruise is a laundry bag, but I'd bring this instead. This is a mesh pop-up hamper. You see how small it is, it's collapsible, and it's cheap. It's on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description. I'd also bring a couple pillowcases. So at the end of my cruise, I would transfer my dirty clothes into my pillowcases, put them in my suitcase, and then it's just easy to dump into your washing machine and get all your dirty clothes done. So the ninth thing that you do not have to bring on your cruise is some kind of clothesline. So a couple things here is in your shower, they have a clothesline typically. If they don't have them, I would still bring these is the magnet hooks. They're also cheap. There'll be a link in my description to them on my Amazon store, and then you can hang them from the ceiling and hang all your wet clothes in your shower. They work great. So the 10th thing that you can't bring on your cruise, and it's unfortunate because it is really needed, but they will take this from you in a hurry, is a clothes steamer. So what we do instead is we take our clothes when we're going to take a shower and we put them somewhere in the bathroom to help pull out some of those wrinkles. We also use wrinkle release spray. You can find it in my Amazon store. It does work really well. So unfortunately, don't bring that clothes steamer or they're going to take it from you. And the 11th thing that you don't want to pack for your cruise, and it happens to the best of us, is too many clothes. And the best way to avoid this is have a good packing list. A link to my free one that's been downloaded over 35,000 times is in the description. Check it out and let me know what you think of it. So those are 11 things that you don't need to pack for your cruise. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for the support. And until I talk to you next time, happy cruising.